there has been so many people in our Discord saying, DG, have you seen this? DG, have you reacted to this? I have no clue what this is. Let's see. A Star Citizen is Born by Lemon Beans. Let's watch it and let's see what's up.
What's up, gamers? I want to talk to you guys about a game. It's been in development for a very long time, and the word on the street until recently has been that this game is a complete piece of shit. I'm talking about Star Citizen. Now, when this game...
This guy sitting in a chair here with his green screen, like this, what made him do this? This is fairly inventive. This is a fairly inventive use of a green screen. Let's keep going.
Kind of like hit the video game scene. That was 10 years ago. Okay, it's taken 10 years of development to get to where we are here today in 2022. Yeah. Star Citizen is still in an alpha state, which means that, you know, I don't know, what does alpha even mean anymore? But in this case, alpha means that there are critical features missing from this game. Like really basic shit is still missing, and also 450.
Alpha means we'd like your money, please, while we make this game. Alpha means we're not close to being done yet because this is the way games are made these days. Alpha is purely alpha. It's the largest portion of the revenue making in game design today. And Star Citizen and Cloud Imperium have, I think, revolutionized the way in which games are funded. I think we're going to see that going forward. Most games are going to be funded through, you know, the fans themselves rather than having to deal with publishers. And yeah, Cloud Imperium does not get the credit they deserve into kind of changing the model. And a lot of people would say, oh, but it's taken 10 years, DG, and you know, maybe this isn't a successful model. And we've seen plenty of them that are not, like Illyria, which was a complete rug pull and a scam, and they took off with the money. We've seen it numerous times, but that's why it's important to put on your big boy pants and do the research into the project that you're supporting. This has taken 10 years, okay? But it's very transparent. They've shown us every step of the way what we're getting ourselves into. And if you use discretionary money and you're an adult, you know, then if it does fail, you didn't lose anything.
$50 million of funding. It's just an enormous, crazily ambitious project of a game. The game I used to play the most was DayZ. I also played a decent amount of Escape from Tarkov, and both of those games seem pretty ambitious in their scope and the innovation they're trying to bring to the shooter genre. Star Citizen, though, seems like it's on a completely different fucking level of trying to get shit done with video games, which is, I think, part of the reason why it's been so fucked up this whole time. Like, a year or two ago, when I tried to play this game for the first time, I gave up pretty quickly. You know, it was too buggy, it was too glitchy, there weren't enough features, there wasn't enough content. It felt like a tech demo more than anything else. It almost reminds me a little bit now in retrospect of a game that was supposed to come out a year or two ago called Dead Matter. I don't know if any of you guys boarded that hype train. It kind of started to take off right after COVID, so I think all of us were locked inside during the pandemic, and this developer that nobody had ever heard of came along. I guess they'd had this project sort of cooking in the oven for a while, but a lot of hype started to build up around this game.
Cash was telling me about that.
And then
I think it was like a zombie type
launches. That might have been the worst launch I've ever seen of a video game, and it was totally disheartening. I think a lot of people got their hands on it and they were like, what the fuck is this? I mean, this is like, I remember thinking, this is fraud. This is like a crime, right? You can't advertise a game. You can't show me a game in a video on YouTube and say this is what the game is going to look like and then charge me $50 or whatever it was and deliver this. This is like illegal, right? Like, you go to jail for this. Well, I guess you don't, because they're still working on the game, and that was 2 years ago, and now
it's
Dead Matter, I think, is in a pretty similar position. Although I guess it's under NDA, so I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but I think the word like is out, you know. Anyway, Star Citizen, I had written off this game. It was too bloated, too ambitious, you know, maybe a pyramid scheme, maybe it's like some kind of tax shelter scam thing. Chris Roberts got in with the wrong people. Who knows? I don't know what goes on in game developing companies. You know, I don't know what kind of mischief happens there. But then about a month ago, I saw this video by Jack Frags, and he was playing Star Citizen, and there was something really weird about his video. The game actually looked kind of fun. Now, I don't...
It's fun because it's player driven and the players are the content. Like the gamers are, we are the content. We're creating events in the game. We're having a good time. This is definitely in the stage that it's at right now and in the future when it's finished. This is going to be a game where if you're probably going to have the most fun by playing with others. There's going to be plenty of solo things to do. And right now there are kind of like A to B fetch quests and box quests and shit right now in the game. Missions right now in the game. They're a little bit more exciting than they used to be. In terms of like solo gameplay right now, it's a little flat and it's still a little buggy. But I think the most important thing to get across here is that the game's very fun when you play it with other people. It has that MMO vibe to it. Star Citizen is very fun when you play it with other people. If you're playing it solo, I can almost guarantee you're probably not having as much fun with it than if you would play it with a group of people or even just one other person. And I don't hear a lot of people talk about that. I also think it's great that people like Jack Frags and Ollie, who are very big YouTubers with millions of subscribers, are making much more awareness with the Star Citizen project. And we're starting to see an uptick in interest. I've noticed it in my search results and analytics on my YouTube's creator page. I'm starting to see like more and more support for it. I'm starting to see revenue tick up again. I mean, like it even needs to. Last year and this year are just like through the roof with revenue. They're very successful. They're posting a profit. I mean, right now, very positive what's happening in the Star Citizen world. Very positive.
Follow Jack Frags very often. I don't know what his videos are usually like. You know, maybe this is kind of like a Frankie 1080p situation where he makes kind of like a scripted style of video with his buddies and he like, you know, edits out all the shitty bits. I don't really know what this guy's deal is. So, but I thought if Star Citizen is in a playable state, you know, maybe I should go and check this fucking game out. It looks like a lot of fun. I've kind of gotten, I don't want to say bored, but yeah, I've gotten a little bored of DayZ and Tarkov, and so maybe I'll check out this game, see what it's all about. You know, it's funny though, it's hard kind of not to reflect on the fact that back in the day, you know, in the 90s and 2000s.
Is this the fucking Golden Eye soundtrack that he's using? I respect
console,
that.
When a game
is this the fucking N64 Golden Eye soundtrack he's using in the background? You know, yes, it is. Oh, I respect this dude.
That was it. All right, it wasn't gonna get a hot fix.
I'm gonna like the video just because he's using that soundtrack. Like quite literally. That's why I'm liking it right now.
So it wasn't going to get a patch. It wasn't going to continue development. Okay, that game had to be stable and playable on the day of release when it shipped. But now games have this totally different development cycle. You know, I'm thinking of DayZ. I'm thinking of Tarkov. I'm thinking of Deadside. I'm thinking of Dead Matter. I'm thinking of Scum. I'm thinking of Rust. For some reason, it tends to be like very brutal survival games.
Yeah, Rhino. It is hard to keep that player retention. For
maybe
real.
PUBG too. That kind of had a similar development history. You know, and it also tends to be games that are trying to do something different than be just another kind of conventional linear shooter of the kind that we've seen again and again and again and again. And don't get me wrong, like those games are fun. I like those games a lot too, to play for a couple hours every now and then. But it's a totally different beast for a really fresh, original game to come out.
Right. Rinse, wash, repeat FPS shooters are fun when you need that adrenaline rush, right? But when you're talking about a game that actually can combine like survival aspects and a level of realism and detail that Star Citizen does, you know, even with the bugs, what ends up happening is you start to live it and it becomes very addictive that way. If you play it for an hour or 2 hours, you can start to handle the bugs because the things around you, it's so fucking immersive that you're like, hey, now if you've been playing it a while like myself and you're a veteran, then you start to realize like, hey, there needs to be some other things. There needs to be, you know, there needs to be some wildlife. You know, I need to worry about like the general, the area and I need to worry about, you know, aliens and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there needs to be a little bit more the longer that you play. But really, like I said, it's very immersive in the fact that when you're logging in, you're actually taking hours of time to play this game rather than like, you know, you get that adrenaline rush COD fucking, you know, Apex Legends kind of like, and you get that out of your fucking system, right? I think Star Citizen is a game you live in. Like you can live in. You can't really do that with Apex. You can't really do that with the other ones. Like you're coming back because eventually you want to progress. You want to progress with your character. And it's really interesting because there's really no level system other than learning the skills that are required to be whatever it is that you're going to be in the game. Whether, it's an engineer, a miner, we got refueling now. So, there's that aspect to it. PvPer. There's a lot of different game mechanics set right now that make the game fun and that you come back to. What we need is and we're not going to get it anytime soon, is just land ownership. Land ownership is going to be huge. Once you can own assets and they stay your assets and it's permanent, that's going to be a huge game changer. Well, that in itself will be a big draw for many people, and it's going to be a thing where you're going to have player retention 100-fold. But that's, again, way into the future.
The kind of game that you've never seen before and really sink your fucking teeth into it. Like one of these deep games that you can just play for you can just fucking grind it out, man, and you're just loving every second. When was the last time that you had that moment of discovery for a game that you went to bed thinking about it, you woke up and you went to school or work and you were just the whole time you're I cannot wait to get back into this new game that I just picked up, and I'm learning every second new things about this game. It's like a whole world to explore. So when I saw that video that Jack Frags made, I was like, this could be that kind of game. Let me tell you about my experience with Star Citizen in the past week. I did not have very high expectations for this game.
Wait,
the first thing you notice about Star Citizen, depending on what kind of hardware you're operating it off of, and I have a pretty decent machine. It might be lacking a little bit in the CPU area.
Oh, no.
Look
at all the lag
I'll
he's
put my
getting.
specs up here just so people can see them. What you'll notice right away with Star Citizen is that it is not very well optimized. The performance, especially in the starting areas, can be very, very
Holy shit.
shitty. It's a bad first impression a little bit.
Wait a
But
second.
then when you start moving and things.
Did he have a 3080 and he was getting that performance? I have a 1080 and I'm getting better than that. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Hold on, I have to go back. What was his stats? 14 frames per second? And he has a 3080? What am I seeing? I'm getting damn near 30 with a 1080. Sometimes more. It's a CPU. It's a CPU. And he was on 3.16 as well. Holy shit. Yeah, performance since Gen 12 is really, I think, I'm noticing improvement. I don't know if it's Gen 12 or not. I'm noticing more stability, and I am noticing a better fucking experience with 3.17.
And be very, very
That's crazy.
Shitty. It's a bad first impression a little bit. But then when you start moving and things start to sort of congeal into a little bit higher frame rate than a PowerPoint presentation, you also notice the game.
Don't you think he'd take the time out if he's going to give a narrative or if he's going to create content? Don't you think before you review it or put this thing out that you're going to take the time out to make sure that you're optimized so that you're getting the best experience you can get before you give your opinions on it? Is that I feel like that's a little bit irresponsible.
The game is very pretty, especially for a game that's been in development for 10 years. It is a very good looking game. It doesn't look dated at all. In fact, some of the visuals I'm like, wow, this shit I've never even seen attempted in another game. Especially that first time you get into your ship and the doors of the landing zone open up and you call the flight people and they let you leave. They give you permission to get out of there, and you start flying into the sky and you look around and you can see the whole city around you and you pierce the atmosphere and you realize you're in fucking space and you just left a planet and there's no loading screens. There's there's nothing. It's all seamless. That is one of the coolest moments I've ever experienced playing a video game.
That's still awesome.
That's kind of one of those holy shit, this is really a next step. A next step in games, period. Anyway, so I tried to, right off the bat, I'm trying to get my feel for the world of Star Citizen, and, I take a mission. This is how it works. You bring up your little Pip-Boy, you go to your contracts page, you see the missions come up, you go for one that looks kind of fun. I saw one it's called a bunker mission, okay? You show up, there's some AI security forces, they need backup, they're getting attacked by these little men, and you're supposed to help them out. And I think one of the benefits of this kind of mission is that you can show up with kind of decent gear, and then you can kill these bad guys, and you can just grab their armor, grab their guns. It's like a kind of good early way to load up on get some guns and some armor.
By the way, the inventory system in the UI with building blocks is fucking fantastic. I've grown to love it. I've really grown to love it. I think they've done a wonderful job with it. And you know, I know initially I was a little bit concerned about it, but like, you know, after playing with it for a long time, I'm just like, I'm a big fan of it. I think they did a wonderful job.
Get some guns and some armor and some cool, you know, aesthetic, cosmetic kind of shit.
Other than yeah, certain types of like the selling in 3.17 is horrible. Like my wrist is very sore from the selling. Like you can't group shit together. It's still very buggy. Right.
Star Citizen also has
but I like it better than what it was before.
You know, if you're flying around and you've got a bunch of cargo in your ship and you've got a bunch of cargo on your person, you got a lot of cool items, and you end up dying, like you just lose all that shit. It seems kind of like a bold mechanic to put into a game that's filled with so many bugs that can kill you. But you know, I guess Cloud Imperium, they're bold. They're innovators. You know, what can I say? What can they say? But anyway, I get to this bunker mission and I end up mistaking the good guys for the bad guys. So not only do I end up failing the mission and getting killed, but I get sent to space jail. And yeah, so if you're not familiar with Star Citizen Space Jail, that is a thing. You can get sent to space jail and you either wait out your sentence in real time, like years, but like it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours, or for the space prison, you can go and do these extraordinarily boring missions where you are going through some space cave and looking for a button to press. That's pretty much what the mission is. And it will make you want to never go to space jail ever again. So I guess in that sense, it's a very successful mechanic. Anyway, I was having so much trouble with these missions and I was quickly running out of money because I was blowing it all on armor and guns and then losing it, that I called my friend Steven and I was like, hey, do you remember that game Star Citizen? It's actually pretty good these days. Why don't you come and join me? And he said, okay. And thus began one of the worst nights of gaming that I've ever had.
Oh my god, I forgot how fucking insane flying was in this game.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Did you get anything?
Got it, dude. We did it. What the hell? I don't see shit. Oh yeah, a lot of bogeys, Steven.
Yeah, and they're shooting at me. Whoa, baby.
Okay, just biggest thing. Let's not crash into each other. Oh, these are just little fucking. I got this one. Oh! I don't have this one. I'm blown up. I'm dead.
What?
Destroyed me. We tried to do this mission called Claim Jumpers, which is where, you know, there's these turrets in space, and we were supposed to get rid of like 9 of them. And the whole time you're hunting for these turrets, there's other spaceships flying at you, and so you got to take care. It's a juggling act, you know. You're taking care of these waves of enemies, but then there's also the turrets that you're looking for, and you know, we just died over and over and over again looking for these turrets.
Yeah, accept another mission maybe, because you're not able to do it in a fucking Mustang.
He's done.
Alright, cool.
Or you don't know how to maybe.
Be careful, Steven.
Okay.
I watched you just like ram into his ship and you're like fucking up right now.
It says survival estimate like 3.
It's a fucking Mustang,
No.
dude.
30 seconds, I'm bleeding.
No! You have a med pen.
I don't know how to use it.
C. Press C.
No. I'm gonna die.
No!
That asshole killed me, dude.
No!
You're like, really? Oh my god. Oh, holy
Okay, ready?
shit.
Wait, aren't you fighting
Stand still.
prospectors in
We're
this
getting
mission?
shot at.
Oh shit, you're right.
I
No.
just got shot by them.
Aren't these prospectors?
No. Get away from Steven!
Do you have a med pen?
Yeah, but I'm in a dogfight with the
7
fucking...
seconds.
Okay, I blew him up.
Alright, you just gotta get to me, exit your ship, hit me with a health pen, maybe? It says I have an hour and 28 minutes, not a minute. So.
I don't have a med pen, I don't think. I think you might be fucked here, buddy. What do you think, Steven?
I don't know, I'm
Right.
getting pretty
Right.
fucking pissed off, honestly. This is...
Listen. This is the thing, man. The level of difficulty in getting into these are very high. I don't want shit watered down in a way. I want people to have to like do a little bit of extra work to understand the mission that they're getting into. This isn't one of those fucking games where you just can accept any mission and then button smash it and then be like, oh, I did this mission, and then accept another mission, button smash it, get through it again. And there's no skill involved. You don't have to worry about what you're going up against because everything's beatable by smashing buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know what you're getting yourself into. When you're in the mission and you're clearly outgunned or outmatched and you blow up, you should not then bitch about it if you're in a Mustang. These are things that, like, you know, I love the difficulty with Star Citizen about, and these missions in the game are basically a giant middle finger to people that are used to Fortnite. You know, like maybe learn a little bit. Maybe, I mean, like that's the whole point, right? I mean, this in essence is kind of weeding out the people that want the hardcore gameplay from the people that are just kind of randomly, you know, wanting that adrenaline, which is odd because the way he started this was like saying that, you know, like you can get very tired of games that are just like all about that quick adrenaline rush, you know? Like in one side of this video, he's talking about like, hey, you know, like maybe I want something a little bit deeper. Maybe I want to explore a little bit or learn about, you know, what it is that I'm getting myself into. And he's, you know, he's all pro for that. And then we got something here that's kind of, you know, teaching intuitively that, you know, maybe the ship isn't the correct ship for you to fly. And then is he getting upset about it? Like,
how many of these fucking motherfuckers
so many. Oh,
like they're very bad. They're very just bad.
What killed you?
Just some training, you know, like
but I'm not
just some
really
basic flight skills. Maybe watch a video. Maybe watch a flight video on YouTube. There's plenty of guides out there that teach you how to target things. That teach you how to fly. That give you an idea about your loadout. That give you an idea about how to operate the shields and, you know, power management. These are things that you kind of want to get yourself accustomed to and acquainted with when playing Star Citizen. So again, like what this guy, I appreciate where this guy's coming from, but you know, he's saying the very things, and then he's being a hypocrite on the by not liking what it is that he said he already, you know, that he likes, and now he's kind of, you know, going back on what it is that he
up, you know,
said.
hey, on the subreddit, hey, claim jumpers, what's going on with this thing? So this post was made a year ago. Claim jumper sentries not spawning. I've abandoned retaking the quest like 10 times, just waves of prospectors, no sentries. I'm fairly new. Don't know if I'm doing something wrong or a bug. I'm wide scanning around the clusters, not finding anything. Well, apparently it's bugged, and sometimes the turrets can spawn inside of an asteroid, which means you'll never fucking find them. So Steven and I just wasted like 3 or 4 hours of our night trying to complete a mission that we were doomed to fail. Shit. I'm dead. You know, eventually we got like 8 out of 9 of them, and we just could not find this last turret. And we were like 3 or 4 hours into this process, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and Steven was like, yo.
Just take another mission, bro. Just like let it go. Just like, you know, like if you can't figure it out, just let it go, man. Just let it go.
I think this game's broken. I'm going to bed.
I'm going to sleep.
You're going to sleep?
Dude, this is going nowhere. We've been spending fucking 4 hours trying to complete one stupid quest.
Seer's a good dude.
That's impossible to complete.
Steven, why are all the games so fucked up these days?
Because our standards are really high.
Are they? Do you remember having an N64 and ever running into a problem with Mario and be like, well, yep, this just doesn't work?
Is he actually comparing the N64 console to a PC with a 3080 in it? Is he comparing Mario N64 to Star Citizen right now? Is that what is happening? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what the fuck I am seeing right now? Am I actually seeing that? Am I actually?
Shame. Shame.
I like how the video started, and it's just like it's going off to left field, man. Before or after the 64-bit expansion pack, do you remember that shit? That red cartridge you placed in the secret compartment that they added, the first examples of DLC ever. Right, Moorhead, right, dude.
It was flawless.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if I put a video game in front of you that's N64 quality, you would be like, this is trash.
Like, easy, DJ.
Like, it has to push the envelop. And so there's a lot of
Perfect Dark. Oh, dude.
That try to
I love
push the
Perfect Dark. Good taste.
Eat shit and die.
Right.
I guess this is one of them.
Yep. This is a $200 million boondoggle.
And at that point, Steven was like, I'm good. I'm out of here. This game is fucked. Good luck. And that was really disappointing for me because I was like, maybe, you know, Steven's right. Maybe this game is not ready for prime time. Maybe I still have yet to find that game that's going to like replace the passion.
That's how I
used
do
to
it though,
feel
right? First time I'm
about
watching
DayZ.
it,
And then the next
reacting
morning
to it
too,
as we go.
I
That's how
tried
it
it
is
again.
here.
I tried Star Citizen, got in there.
listen.
And
you guys understand the format. Explodo, Ash, you understand this format. This is how we watch it here, right? This is the juice. This is the reason why people watch DG360. I'm just going off the top of my head here, watching this, reacting to it for the first time for you guys. These are my honest reactions. There is no filter. I say what I feel. Pez says 22 is better than the last time, but wow, what is up with recommended streamers? Thank you, Pez. Is really pissed off like I am that, you know, we only have 22 viewers. I understand. I am very pissed off as well, Pez. DG, way too many, including some of SC's biggest streamers and content creators, compare this alpha test build to a fully complete game and pisses me off every time. 10 plus years is not crazy. But yes, Pez. Hello, Pez. Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome to the stream. He is flying. I like the juice too. I like the juice.
These bunker missions.
You like the juice?
And
I like the
this
juice.
claim jumper shit apparently is very bugged. Why don't I try the most humble, modest kind of mission? And what is that been historically in any video game? The delivery mission. Hey, go over to point A. I need you to grab this package, put it in your car or your spaceship in this case, and take it to point B. Sounds pretty easy.
DoorDash.
4,000, 5,000 credits easily. And I was totally broke. I couldn't really even afford to do the bunker mission anymore because I couldn't afford a gun to kill the bad guy. So I'm like, all right, I'll do the package delivery mission. So I go to this planet, I find the package. Great. Try to put it in my cargo bag. Okay, not so great. Apparently the Mustang Alpha is not equipped with any physicalized cargo space. But then I read that you can actually, there's enough space in the co-pilot seat. You can actually kind of throw your package in there. If you climb onto the wing of your Mustang,
you're staying in it.
Kind of looking through the top.
That's called staying in it.
Parkour, but that's okay. I was game, and I get the package in there after a lot of fiddling around.
Staying in it.
I take off. I find the next planet I'm supposed to go to. Zippity zoopity doo dah. I'm delivering the package. I'm almost there. I'm closing in on the city, and the server crashes. So at this point, I was like, the video game gods are telling me something about this game. It is undercooked. Steven was right.
You know what? Out of the last... This is crazy. Even in 2.16, after the last 10 times I've played, I've had no server crashes. I've had nothing. Like, it's so unusual for me. And I am wondering if anybody else has had my experiences because I literally haven't had to deal with any of them.
Again, and like that's it. I'm just gonna quit this fucking game. I'm not gonna be able to find a new game. I really like making YouTube videos, but I guess I'm not gonna be able to make them anymore. I guess this is just, there aren't any games to play that I'm passionate about. You know, I don't want to play Dead Side. You know, I don't want to play Scum. Escape from Tarkov, I'm so terrible at. I just get kicked to shit.
Welcome to the stream,
every
bro.
Fucking time I play the game. But then something amazing happened because I had a brother visiting me this past weekend, and I wanted to show him this game. He was a big fan of like Star Wars and stuff like that. Doesn't play any PC games. He has an Xbox. But I'm like, maybe he's not going to see this game anywhere else. Maybe I can at least show him the visuals and the space light. All that part of the game is very cool, very streamlined. Pull up Star Citizen. I'm in some fucking part of the world I've never been in before.
We go to retrieve our spaceship. It blew up last time we used it, so
The headless dude next to him is
40
great.
seconds to get here.
Are you okay, sir?
Game's pretty cool. Kind of interesting though, right?
Yeah, the game's great.
You haven't seen shit. So these are like I don't really know how to use any of this shit yet, but all systems are operational. Yeah, that's good. Not available right now. That's turning into an issue. Where are my guns?
I mean,
Why are
what
my
we're
guns
watching,
working?
what we're watching here is a new player, right? And the learning curve is very difficult here, and I like that fact. I don't want it to be fucking easy so that any moron can play this game, right? I want people to learn their ship. I don't want every ship to be identical, which they are not in this game, okay? You have to know the ship that you're flying. You have to become very intimate with the ship that you're flying. So what we're watching here is a new guy seemingly getting upset because he's not accustomed to all the new things that he has to learn. So far, I don't know. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe he's not getting upset.
Oh, I should have paid attention maybe when it said I didn't have any guns.
So here I am trying to show my brother this, at least the cool dogfights in this game, which up until this point have been pretty satisfying. And my guns don't work. They don't work at all. I'm not having any luck activating my laser beams. So I'm feeling very dejected. I fly back to the spaceport, and while I'm there, I realize that I have a crime stat, basically a warrant out for my arrest, and I need to pay a fine, or else I'm going back to space jail. But I don't even have the funds to pay off the fine, let alone buy new guns for my ship, which are just gone now.
I clearly don't have any guns, but I feel like I should have a fucking gun.
My ship is worthless. It's not a cargo ship. It's a fighter, and it doesn't have lasers anymore. So I'm sitting there, and suddenly I get a random cash infusion of $10,000. Somebody from Global Chat decided basically to become my sponsor and take care of this fine for me. I ended up playing with that dude for the next 3 to 4 hours. He was showing me all the...
Again, this is great. This is why I fucking love Star Citizen. The community's great. You don't know how to play the game. People are there. They help teach you. Right? They've got courses. What's that called? Where there's actually, I don't know how that program's going, but Cloud Imperium started like some type of guide program. And I don't know if that's actually working or not. I would like an update from Cloud Imperium on that. You know? It does take a guide to make it fun. And they do have like a program on the Roberts Space website where you can go to learn more about it, but also YouTube, you know? Like, is this guy... You don't need this guy in Star Citizen to teach you, although this guy's very nice teaching this guy how to play Star Citizen. But, like, it's called YouTube. There's so many people out there that have tutorials. It's like, he's a YouTuber. He should know this. Hey, what? Is that mind-blowing? Is this something that am I not comprehending this correctly? Like, he's a YouTuber, right? Is he not using YouTube? Is he not using YouTube correctly?
The ins and outs of Star Citizen.
There's a lot of cool people in this game.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Above and beyond what you'd expect cool people. And though many times you'll find people just open their wallets towards you. They'll bend over backwards, try to explain things to you. Even if you don't get it, they'll keep on trying.
That's very nice of them.
There you are.
Hey!
True.
There you are.
What's going on, pal?
You see?
Yeah.
Not much. Did you store your ship?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's stored.
We're going to go to the store here.
All right.
It's called Center Mass. Okay. Center Mass is one of my favorite stores for ship weapons.
CF227, so we're CF117. I need 2 of these guys.
Yes.
Man, I almost gave up on this game yesterday. I gotta tell you.
Don't give up.
Okay.
Don't give up. That's awesome.
Look at my guns.
Hey, you see? There's the nose.
Yeah, I see the one under the wing.
The nose turrets and the wing. Yep.
Holy Moses. Bro, thank you.
No, not a problem. But now you understand how that
And now you see what's happening? You see what's happening? Now the opinion is changing.
works.
Yeah.
Gen 400.
Holy Moses, dude.
There's a level of difficulty in this game. There just is. It's not your typical fucking game.
Oh, I see the ladder.
This is ladder, yeah. You can trigger that ladder with your F key.
Bro, dude, I'm gonna be the gunner.
You're gonna be the gunner. You know the keybinds for the turrets?
Why don't you refresh my memory?
Hurricane, man.
Okay.
This'll
Should I
be
start
fun.
shooting at this guy?
3. 3 will be our target. So hit 3.
He's done.
And 2. That'll be the next one. Actually 1.
Pinning targets. Guys,
Switching
pinning
to 1.
targets. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
What's up, Finn? Welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you here.
He's
There
gone
it
too.
goes. See, now he's
Done.
having
So
fun.
went to 2.
Now he's having fun.
You should be getting paid every time you make a kill.
I haven't even been. I've been so focused, Viper, on
Nah.
what we're doing that the money hasn't even. I haven't even.
It's funny. Hartsy says, the first time I played Star Citizen, I attempted flying with a controller. It took me 45 minutes to eventually figure out how to slide off the front of the landing pad and getting somewhere. I flew like that for a week till I worked out how to strafe upwards. Yeah, right. There is a high level of difficulty to this game. There is a learning curve, right? I think any game worth its salt has like a really huge learning curve. Yeah, I remember EVE Online. And how, like, I was a year into EVE Online and I was still learning new things, and they kept adding things that I had to learn, and it was addictive, man, because you know you had to take time to know what it was you were playing, and I appreciated that, man. I appreciate games like that where you have to make the investment of time, and the rewards are amazing. The rewards are amazing to games like those with high levels of difficulty. You know, yeah, good times for him is Warhead, right? Pez says, so Mortal Online and SC are not really comparable either. Too different in both scale and what they are going for. So yeah. Who cares if that one runs better? I have an entire HD of games that run better, but again, I still have fun in SC, and considering it is, how is Mortal Online these days? We watched a couple Mortal Online videos, and you know, we were digging the Mortal Online 2 that the Explodo was bringing. How's Mortal Online 2 doing? Still doing good. Thank you, Pez, for that subscription, bro. Breaking the action for a sub. Too many SC haters still around, says Pez. Thank you, Pez. I appreciate that, dude. Always like when I see action in the stream.
Thinking about it.
You have been getting paid. Just saying.
Okay.
But this is their money shot.
Okay. I'm ready. He's the same ship as these other fools, right?
Nope. He is one of them.
He's got a hurricane.
Yep.
Okay, so he's... Okay.
So he's got a big turret like we do.
So as soon as I see this lead thing turn green, I should shoot, yeah?
Yep.
Got it. Could he lead us on a chase, or is he going to stay mostly in this area? Oh.
Yeah, he could lead us on a chase, but he's not.
Oh my god.
He is tanky, right?
Yeah, I keep hearing my little ding 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 ding. Done. Objective complete. We did it, Viper.
Right. Any great game has a very big difficulty learning curve.
This game's kind of amazing, dude.
It is. I really enjoy it. To me, there's nothing that compares, not even close.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people that just initially play Star Citizen get turned off like right away. And it is its own filter. It is like, that is the filtration mechanism of Star Citizen. Why I appreciate it, because it keeps out people that don't want to take the time to invest into a game that has realism in it, right? Or just initially get fucking triggered by bugs right away. It kind of, like in this alpha state form, it really does kind of like filter out the bullshit gamers, the gamers I can't stand that should be playing Fortnite. You know, like those types of gamers, you know, so I actually kind of respect that. And then when you take the time out and you get through all these, you get over these hurdles and you start investing the time to start learning about the game. That's the hardcore players that are currently in the game. I mean, like, they've been playing for years because they've got this mentality where they're understanding the game, they understand the missions, they understand the ship types, the weaponry, they understand the different facets of mechanics that are involved. I mean, look at all the game mechanics in the game right now, and there's more that are being added as we go. Peace out, Mod81, man. Great work on Emergence. Keep up the great work, Mod81. We fucking love you, bro.
You want to hang out? You want to
keep it up?
Let me know. If you got any questions, man, ask away. You got the Discord now. You're free to come whenever you want.
All right.
You know?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it very much.
So that was a really fun little adventure I had with that gentleman, and it really saved my Star Citizen experience from being a total clusterfuck waste of time. That experience with Viper there sort of showed me that Star Citizen was more than it seemed at first, that there was a depth and complexity. And honestly, we didn't even touch on some of the deeper mechanics in the game. We were just kind of grinding bounty hunter missions. There's a whole, as far as I understand, there are a whole kind of crazy complex mechanics involving mining and trading and cargo routes and all sorts of metas involving that. And I didn't even really get into. Personally, I don't really like digging up space rocks as much as I like shooting laser beams out of spaceships into other spaceships and blowing them up. So that's kind of my thing. That's what I like to do. In the middle of editing this video, a couple really cool things happened. First thing, Star Citizen 3.17 came out, added some new features to the game, some new mining features, some refueling features, some selling and trading features. 3.17 includes some performance updates that a lot of players, I'm sure, will be very happy to experience. Second really cool thing that happened, I got COVID-19. My body has never been warmer in its entire
All right. So interesting. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it seems pretty basic to me. You know, like, oh, I love old school games that make me want to go explore and learn them and invest the time in them to play. I love games like that. Oh, I encountered a game that actually has this kind of mechanic to it, and then I get pissed off. Oh, I'm upset. I've taken the time to properly research what it is that I want to play because this game has a level of difficulty more than other games. Oh, I met somebody in the game who actually taught me everything I should probably have done myself on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. Oh, I actually think the game has some type of merit. There you go. There's my fucking reaction. There's my fucking reaction. I mean, like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. How many views does this have? 4,978 views on this shit. No offense, dude. No offense. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not. But Jesus H on a pogo stick, man. I just feel like I need my 21 minutes of life back. I need my 21 minutes and 34 seconds of life I just wasted watching this shit. And Jesus.